Hey buddy, what's up? Ultramag64 here, and today guys, I bring you Die for Valhalla. Now, this might seem familiar if you've been on the channel long enough. This game was actually on Kickstarter not too long ago, and it's finally finished. Now, I actually covered it on the channel once, or when it was in its Kickstarter stage, and I played a demo of it, basically kind of give you guys a good idea of what to expect. And yeah, the game is pretty much done, and it's well, it is done, and it's pretty much the same as when we left off, more polished up, more fine-tuned and whatnot, along with a few other modes and whatnot, but it is essentially done. Now, full disclosure, the devs did actually give me a key for this, and I am playing it on the Nintendo Switch, my lovey-dovey little console that can. And fun fact, I actually have some codes to give away of this game for Steam, so I'll probably come up with some weird little giveaway or something like that later on and put it in like as a thing add-on to this video. But anyway, the game is actually launching today, so if you want to pick it up, you can right now. So anyway, we'll go ahead and jump in, and I'll try and explain a little bit about it. Also, we've got a... Can I not make a second slot? Oh, I can. I have to hit new game. Anyway, so the game actually has two modes. It's got normal mode, which is basically your run-of-the-mill kind of beat-em-up style gameplay, but it's also got a hard mode, which is more akin to a roguelite. And I've been playing mostly on the normal difficulty. However, I did want to kind of give you guys an idea of what the roguelite element is to it. Basically, it ramps up the difficulty a considerable bit. I can't talk today. And it also adds a few things like potions with negative effects on them, and kind of a smaller map to kind of give you a better run for your money, because the devs are like, hey, this game's gonna be hard, so we don't want to get you too burnt out. And honestly, I like that about the game, that they kind of shorten up the map a bit, because I would really hate to spend all this time playing this game, getting up into like a really high tier, and then just dying by a stupid mistake or something like that, and then losing all that progress. So I do like that. For someone like me who doesn't have a whole lot of time on their hands, it's a really nice feature to have. However, normal mode is my personal kind of play. It's really kind of just a beat-em-up style game. It does have a reasonable bit of challenge to it, but it is just all around fun. And you can actually take friends into this game with you, so that's really cool. No online co-op, unfortunately, but local co-op is supported, so therefore if you got a bunch of friends coming over, this might be the perfect game to play and boot up, because it's all around fun. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test any of the local co-op because I don't have friends. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and just continue. This is my main girl, Winter, here, but there's spring, autumn, and fall, and summer. But I like winter the best, so I'm just going to go with winter. So the story is basically kind of loose. There's not a whole lot to glean from it, and it's honestly not that important. But basically the story is you're a fledgling Valkyrie trying to earn her keep and whatnot, and so you got to go in and help the Vikings defend their land and pillage and all that jazz-a-rooney. And you do that by possessing Vikings, which I've got a nice little dual-wielding axe guy right here, which I honestly think the dual-wielding axe guys are probably my favorite class to play as. There are a few others like sword and shield, bow and arrow, which are good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the axe guys are just the best to play as, personally. There are also something called clans, which I have no idea what these are. I haven't unlocked anything yet. Granted, I'm still fairly early into the game. I haven't had a whole lot of time to devote to it, but, I mean, the game is kind of like, more or less, basically the way what we saw at the Kickstarter demo. Just more polished up, more fine-tuned, a few features added here and there, but overall it's still the same game. So if, you know, you're curious about that, I say give the demo a try, because you'll have a very true-to-life experience to the full game. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and I guess fight this thing, because why not? I don't know what's in here. I'm just gonna go in there and just show you guys kind of what it's about. And then we'll briefly delve into the roguelite mode to give you guys an idea of what to expect on that as well. So again, this might be a bit of a longer video just because I'm trying to do a comprehensive rundown of what to expect in the game. And the game itself is fairly fun. I enjoy this game a lot. So you've got your different classes and whatnot. I'm not going to switch just because I've got this guy all powered up and whatnot, and I have a feeling we're about to fight a boss. But there is your sword wielder, there is your bow arrow, and there is your dual wielding axe berserker dudes and dudettes. Okay, so here we are in our thing, and also you can smash bushes to get life back, which is nice. I doubt that's going to be in the roguelite version, but who knows. There's also hazards like exploding barrels, bear traps, and all kinds of other things. There is a lot of diversity in the enemies and whatnot. Early on there are a lot of dwarves and whatnot that you have to fight, and they each have their own, like, little class. Like, there's archers, berserkers, giant dwarfs, which don't really make sense, but we're not gonna think about that. And a few bunch of other things. Now, I will say this much: if you're going into this thinking, "Oh man, it's gonna be all serious and whatnot," not really. Which is fine, honestly. I like that. Okay, then it's a flying head. I like that it's not too. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's basically just for fun. And honestly, you don't need a lot of the story to be like, oh man, just this gripping tale of epicness. No, it's just kind of just there to have fun. It's there to loosely tie together things and whatnot for the game itself. Now, there is a combo bit that you can perform, and I'm not doing it very well. But my Viking... Okay, so here we go. Here's a perfect example. See, my Viking died, which your Valkyrie is a paper mache figure, basically. Like, she will die very fast if you're not careful. Which is why it's encouraged to switch Vikings and whatnot. You still keep all your perks and whatnot that you generally have, and you can upgrade your Viking and whatnot with the little thingadoo that I just got. But essentially, I don't really like the sword wielders. So, say you get somebody, you're in a pinch, and you get somebody like the sword wielder, and you're like, I don't really like this guy. How do I fix this problem? Well, you could die, but you could also just do this. Hold the button, and there you go. You're good to go. And I could switch over to I don't know. We'll do the bow and arrow guy because he's a little bit more fun. So anyway, I'm gonna shoot or not. I want to get rid of it. I want to kill it. So yeah, the bow and arrow guy actually has a little bear trap thing that allows him to basically not worry about that. And I'm gonna just kind of... Oh, come on, he didn't hit my thing. Ah, there you go. So yeah, basically this is my thing. And another neat thing is the rage time thing. Now, this is one of the many things that they do to kind of give you a bit more variety in terms of stuff that's happening. They'll give rage time. They'll do like other stuff, and basically what it does is it'll make it'll give you either a buff or give the enemies a buff or whatever. Basically to just kind of mix up the gameplay a bit. Rage time specifically buffs you and the enemies. I think there's also a frenzy mode or something like that. Let me break that. I don't trust that egg. Did I die? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. But yeah, see, it can get very frantic at times. And you're kind of... Yes! There we go. Well, I was hoping I'd get him, but... Oh, well. The shield wielders are, like, my least favorite things. Just because, like, they're so annoying to kill. But as you can see, the game gets kind of hectic at times, which is good because, especially if you're going to be if you're playing the roguelite version, I can see this game getting a little bit hectic. Let me switch out. Well, that's not what I wanted, but hey, you know what? We'll work with it. Well, good job, buddy. You just did that to yourself. Ow. Okay. There we go. Attack you from a distance. And as you can tell, there's a bit of a dodge roll kind of mechanic to it. which is nice. I like the dodge rolling. And see, the thing is you can respawn as the Vikings as much as you want. There's no limit, you know, on how much you can respawn, I don't think. I think unless your tombstone gets destroyed. But even then, I think there's plenty of Vikings to allow you to basically just be, you know, okay, for the most part. The only thing you have to worry about is if your Valkyrie dies. Because if she dies, then, yeah, you're kind of up a creek. Okay, go. Yeah, step on my bear trap. Do. Herb derp. Yeah. Come on, come on. Die already! Die already! I think if I just stay in front of his hammer, he can't hurt me. Ow! I was hoping I could make that. Eh! Give me life. Just gonna get in, get out. He doesn't know what to do! He's like, oh gosh, I don't know how to handle this. I wasn't taught this in troll school. Ouch. He really hurty. Okay, maybe it's a better idea to be the archer. Mayhaps. Just because I was doing a lot more damage. I was thinking maybe I could do a lot more damage with this guy, but I'm having to kind of watch where I'm stepping with him. And yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. I wonder if I can just attack his hammer. Nope. Okay. Just want to make sure his hitbox was, you know, him, not the hammer. Yes, I told you, you're dead. Just like me inside. Anyway, so yeah, that is basically that guy donezo. Grab all that. Don't know what any of it is, but I'm taking it. Wow, he wasn't even the finishing thing. Huh. Ow. I've never used that before. Oh, well. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's kill you guys first. Okay, kill the gnome, because I want his treasure. Ah, well. But see, that's kind of, I like the frantic nature of it, where, like, if you get hurt or lose a Viking, you're basically, like, scrambling trying to get to the next vessel. I like that part of the gameplay, mechanic-wise. Just because it makes things a whole heck of a lot more hectic. And I imagine with friends, this would be a really, really fun game. There is a versus mode, apparently, which never really done anything with. Is that me or him doing that whole death thing of Doom? I think it's me? Yeah, it's me. I'm the worst. Okay, let me... Yeah, see, I'm very paper mache. I'm very squishy. I'm very squishy. There, have some of that. And I will say, like, for people that are a little bit more, like, feel that they're better at the game and want a challenge, I definitely think the roguelike mode is going to be where you want to spend a bulk of your time. Just because the normal mode, don't get me wrong, is fine. Especially, you know, for what it is. I think it's a swell mode. But I can see where some people might want a bit more of a challenge to it. Maybe even a in-between mode, perhaps, could be added into the game to where it's not necessarily roguelite, but it does have more of those hardcore enemies and whatnot. Now, here's one thing I did want to... Oh, can I not? Oh, okay. Or you can upgrade... Okay. So... Oh, did I not upgrade? Oh, no. I wanted to upgrade. Ah, shoot. Okay, good. Whew. Okay. So, here we have our upgrade system. Now, each time you level up in the normal game, you basically, or well, each time you get enough glory, you'll basically level up your Valkyrie, which will give you a whole bunch of different options to choose from. Here are the ones I've currently got. And here are the new ones. So let's take a look-see at this one. Glorious Mending. When you kill the glorious enemy, all your followers heal 50%. Well, I don't really have many followers. See, a lot of these skills are tailored towards single and multiplayer playstyles. So basically, if you want to have a multiplayer build, say I wanted to, I don't know, make another Valkyrie and have them be Autumn, and then just have her kind of be my multiplayer only, and then have Winter be my single player, I could do that. And that's really cool. I like that. Granted, it'd be kind of hard for, say, if I had friends over, and for them, like if I had 3 friends over, and they were like, hey, let's all play this together, it'd be kind of hard, because I'd be like, oh, well, I don't exactly have, like, a third person that's not weirdly leveled. So there you go. But needs to say that's something you could do if you just have like a small group of friends or just one friend that you want to play games with. Or you can also make a second file and then there you go. You can just have all of them do that. But anyway, let's see. If you have 3 or more enemies nearby, you deal 50% more damage. I think I might get that. Thanks for nothing. Add 2 to every stat by forging an empty space on the rune board. That's nice. Picking up glory heals a Viking 1.6 HP, depends on your darn it, what's it called? I forget. Valor, I think. When you prefer numbers, you have 50 Valor. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go with this one because I get surrounded a lot. And then you get into your runes, which your runes are basically I really like how they've done the runes. I love, love, love how they've done this, because basically, to get better stats, you basically have to go through this kind of crossword board type, kind of Sudoku-y game of, you know, pick a spot. So, let's say I want to pick... Let's see, I really need more attack power. So, what I'll do is I'll hit this one, and then see, I have 3 options. Normally 4, but I've hit against the board here, so it's fine. So I'll do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and see, I kind of goofed, but it's okay, because I'll just do that one, get that one. There you go. And then those stick with your stats and whatnot. And of course you can be better than that. Obviously that was just an example of me just trying to purposely go over it, and I actually got another level up? Okay, well, that's cool. So I can get 50 more attack, which I'm pretty good on attack for right now. Might do that one. When a Viking starts spiriting, they create a tornado that stuns nearby enemies. I'm guessing that's when they get their little helmet, I guess? Let's see. When you collect 5 runes at the same time, you gain 10 plus to that stat. Ooh, that's nice. I can't decide between the empty slot one or that one or the tornado. Because I've already got the lightning that basically strikes every 3rd attack, which is really helpful. You know what? I'll go with that one. And then we'll go ahead and do... And for those of you not curious, this is life, this is defense, this is your magic, basically, spirit, and that's your attack. Just so that way people are clear. Because they'll be like, why is he choosing these things? What does this do? Okay, you know what? I need more spirit, I think. So I will attempt to get more spirit, which I'm doing a really poor job of that. And we'll do that one. 3. There we go. I mean, it's 100 spirit, so it's fine. And there we go. Alrighty, so there we have that, and apparently I'm down here. I don't know where I am, to be honest. I will say this, the loading screens are a tad on the long side. Not unbearable. Dinner's almost ready. It's going to be delicious. Wait, what's going on? Well, boys, it looks like you might have, Oh. Well, okay then. But yeah, see, that's kind of a splash of the game's kind of personality and whatnot, is it's just silly. But I'm pretty sure I had a... You know what, let's go fight this thing. I know they were saying... See, here's my objective. Go to the explore the lair, go through the cave. I'm guessing this is the lair? So I'm gonna go explore that, I guess? I don't know. I'm just gonna go kill stuff. That's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go kill stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is basically the game. There's not a whole lot else currently that I've at least unlocked that has anything else. The levels can be a little bit samey at times. Oh, so I just poop out random tornadoes? Is that what I do? I do. I just poop out tornadoes. Okay. I'm okay with that. But, I mean, the levels can feel kind of samey at times, mainly early on, just because there's just, it's just villages, mostly, and that's about it. Dead. But I like that the game at least gives you, you know, like stuff like rage time and whatnot. And there's even different sections to the game. Like, there was one time where I had to defend a tower, which was really cool. Really kind of helped mix up the gameplay a bit. This level seems a tad easy, because I'm just mauling everything. Then again, I feel I'm a tad OP at this point. Which, again, you know, it's not... This isn't the hardcore mode, so it's... not like they're trying to kill me at this point. Now that could change very quickly, but I mean, right now I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty all right. Oh, don't you put those down. And I will say, I like the way they've got their enemies kind of implemented, where they basically where basically they have different patterns and whatnot, like the hunter dwarves. See, here we go. Here's one where it's a wave-based challenge of kill everything, and just keep killing. And you just have to finish wave after wave after wave, and then you get a big reward at the end. And that's just basically it. And like I said, this can get really overwhelming really quick, but it's fun, and I love it. Like, I love the way they've got the characters done with the art style, but I also love the feel of the game itself. Where, like, every attack feels good. I would have liked to see them add a little bit of vibration to some of the attacks. Like, your third attack with a little bit of a vibration hint would be nice. But, I mean, it's kind of just, you know, that's just a personal preference. Would have been nice to see. They do have a bit of vibration every now and then with certain things. But it's just something I would have liked to see them implement into the game, is a little bit of vibration feedback on those attacks. Kill him, and... get rid of you. I want to finish this wave. It's not gonna happen. And kill. Kill. Everything's on fire. There we go. And that's actually the end of the level, which is fine. And that's another thing, is the levels are bite-sized enough to where I think the Switch is the ideal platform for this game. Mainly because of its pick-up-and-play nature of just, let's just pick up and play something, and there you go. Plus, with the Switch, you have 2 controllers on you at all times, so if you ever want to play co-op, you can wherever you go, which is really, really a nice touch. I really do think they tailored this for the Switch, in my opinion at least. Granted, I love my Switch. My Switch is my baby, and I love it so. I can't really tell where to go. But here, we'll actually take the last bit of this video to show you guys the roguelike mode. So I'm not going to delete my my thing here. And we'll go with winter again, because I like winter. And do. Plus, it gives you a bit of the opening bit, a force for good or an agent of evil. Does this thing of Valhalla or bound by? Well, I couldn't read that fast enough. We shall obviously before we decide. So yeah, basically, like I said, you're trying to prove yourself to the Life Weavers to be like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome, come love me. So I actually want to see how hard the roguelite is. I mean, granted, we're only going to get in, like, the first bit of the game, so it's probably not going to be too hard. But, you know. Oh, no, fuckers, heed my call. The ship is mine. I'm gonna eat the ship. One thing I would say is that sometimes it can be a little bit hard to tell what what potion does what in the game. Alright, warrior dwarf, yeah, I know. But, like, I imagine, like, the, probably that troll fight we did, probably will be a lot harder on this mode. But, I don't think I think the beginning bit's probably just gonna be, you know, Babyland Frolics for a bit. Just because, you know, it's the beginning. They don't want to kick your teeth in just yet. They want to wait until you're nice and comfy and then be like, hey, remember us? Yeah, we're still here. Darn it, I hate you. But I'm kind of curious how they implement the roguelite mode. They did say that, you know, it is permadeath. Once you die, you're done. You gotta start over. Which, I mean, is not my preferred type of roguelite. But, at the same time, they do include that normal mode, so that way, when you do die, basically you still have normal mode, which with all its permanence and whatnot. So, it's a nice marriage between the two kind of genres, and darn it. Let me... that. Where'd I go? Oh, right. I forgot you can also possess items and whatnot, which I'm not sure why you'd want to, honestly. Well, I guess that. I didn't actually know you could do that. Oh, learn something new every day. But, yeah, I definitely like it. I would like to see kind of an explanation on the clans thing, because I'm honestly not sure what that's for. Like, I'm not sure if that's a multiplayer-only thing that I'm not gonna see anything with until I bring a couple friends into this. Which I would say, you know, for those of you like, well, is it any good as a single-player game rather than a multiplayer game? Is it only multiplayer-focused, or can I play this realistically as a single-player game? And I would say probably yes. It can get a little bit... I wouldn't say tedious, but it can get a bit samey from time to time when you're just kind of rolling around beating everything up. But at the same time, like I said, with that pick up and play nature, you're able to basically just say, okay, cool, you know, I'm gonna be I've got 30 minutes to waste here. I'm gonna just, you know, play this game for about 30 minutes or so, and then be good. And that's definitely what the game's strength, I think, is that whole pick up and play nature, that ability to basically be like, hey, awesome, I've got time to spare, and I'm gonna just sit and play this game. With maybe a few friends, maybe not. And I definitely think that's where the game's going to shine the most, is on the Switch, with its ability to basically be like, hey, awesome, let's get together, like, at the I don't know, bar or whatever, you know, wherever your friends hang out. I don't know what your friends do. Your friends are your friends, not mine. But, like, if they're at the bar or something like that, and they're like, hey, let's play a game or something like that, you can bust this thing out and be like, hey, there you go. So like I said, it definitely, I think, caters itself to the Switch, but it is also available for PC as well. So if that's, you know, if you prefer it on that platform, I can only speak about the Switch version, which I've had a ton of fun playing on the go wherever I want. And plus, it looks good on TV. I think the art style itself looks really clean, really crisp. I really do like the art style. It's nice, and I want to see more of it. I'm not a big fan of the cover image they chose. It kind of looks a little weird. But, I mean, you know, personal preference and all that jazz. But, yeah, that's basically it. This is Die for Valhalla. A killer good time, and one I'm really enjoying. I'll probably do something else with this game in the future, perhaps, just to kind of give a little bit more time to kind of let the game digest, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. I guess basically I want to play more of it just to see what it's like, to see where how far it goes, kind of thing. Because I know the game's not exactly the most, like, largest thing in the world. Okay, drop pods, stench. When a tombstone for your Viking appears, enemies are poisoned. Ooh, that's nice. Witness me killing a glorious enemy, heals nearby Vikings. Life seal on hit, steal 2 HP. Oh, let's get that. That's nice. And then for that, we'll do a lot of valor. There we go. Did more attack than valor, but yeah, whatever. And there we go. But, yeah, no. I definitely think this game's solid. I definitely like it. I love its art style. I love that the devs put the time in to make it, and it runs well. I've never run into any sort of problem with the game. One thing I will say is it's a tad kind of hard to figure out where to go, because, like, it just says answer the call. It doesn't tell me where exactly to go in terms of that. So I could go down here, which I actually did on my normal run. I went down here and fought, like, stuff I wasn't supposed to yet. So I'm imagining it's probably wanting to go this way, but it would be nice to see some sort of indicator, be it different colored, like, little knot, or, you know, something like that. Something to tell me where the heck to go. Or a big red arrow, you know, whatever. But that is basically Die for Valhalla. A really, really cool game and a really, really fun time. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description down below. It's available, I believe, on every single major platform, including PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And it's definitely a game I would suggest getting on the Switch, mainly just because it's a good little game on the Switch and on the go. But, you know, it's whatever you guys have available to you. If you only have an Xbox One, then go with the Xbox One version. If you only have a PC version, then go with the PC version. If you only have the PlayStation 4, then go with the PlayStation 4. If you have all the consoles, well, then you're in a pretty good boat. So you can decide where you want it. Yeah, also there's these, the bear traps. The bear traps are evil. Don't mess with the bear traps. But also they hurt the enemies, which is great. So I can just lead these guys over here and watch them die. And then I can also do that. There you go. Yeah, that's right. You die. You die! Yeah, really good fun. Really good game. Really love it. I love it a lot. It's a real good game. Real good game. High praises from me. Shoop, shoop. Shoop. But yeah. Anyway, guys. I'm Ultramag64. Remember that whenever weird creatures decide to invade your land, pick up a bow, pick up a sword, or pick up an axe, and just start wailing on it! Just wail on it all day long. Don't give it any time to rest, because it sure won't give you any time either. And happy gaming. I'll catch you guys on the flip side with more crazy content in the future. Bye-bye. I'm trying to do that. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Bye. So, to win a copy of Die for Valhalla for PC, the rules are simple. Be an active user on my Discord, and tell me, that means mention me, because good gravy, sometimes that place can get hopping and I cannot keep up. But mention me in a post and tell me what your favorite Viking mythological creature, that is a word, mythological creature or lore is and why. I'll pick 3 people at random, and you'll get contacted through DM by me with a key for the game. But yeah, happy slaying!